I am afraid for the Monsterverse. So recently, as very many people should know, there was an announcement that a new Kong movie was going to be released. And while that's good and all, and they have something that they can explore plot-wise, you have to think to yourself, what can they do after this? There's only so much you can do on Earth. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where you have to go out into space. Reason I say that is because of old Toho movies that do the exact same thing. So my thoughts on this are, in the meantime, make solo movies for other side characters like Mothra, Rodan, or Methuselah or Behemoth. It doesn't really matter. Hell, even do one for Ghidorah before he ever came to Earth. That would give us more insight on the whole Titan War back in the day. And as weird as it sounds, I believe I've heard something on this before, they plan on going back in time than they do going forward. And I don't mean like physically in the movie itself, I mean in terms of telling the story. The writers want to tell the past before they tell the future. Now, why that doesn't really work is because they've technically been coordinating the past with the future, so any farther into it really wouldn't make sense besides just building up the story more for both Kong and Godzilla, as well as maybe Rodan, Mothra, and Ghidorah himself. But other than that, there's not much you can really go off of. You can make all these solo movies and then introduce characters that way that'll eventually fight the main two later on. But even so, I'm not sure about that either. There are so many directions that they could go in, but the way that they have to deviate from the whole Hollow Earth plot is going to be pretty difficult. And how they're going to go about doing that, I could not tell you. But for now, I'm going to trust the process for Legendary and see where they go with this. But as it stands, I'm worried because I believe it was stated that they were supposed to have a universe for this. But it hasn't happened yet.